Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest 1, where you find us in Robin Hood's craggy cave. We just bait the life out of him at the end of the last episode. Well, he left us on 1 health, but we did technically win. So now, having recognized our strength and also telling us that his great ancestor worked with our great ancestor, he wants us to go into the lower levels of this cave and find his people who have been taken prisoner or kidnapped by a monster. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. But off we go to try and rescue some criminals to get a thief's key. And then I don't remember what the thief's key is for, but I'm sure I'll do a lot of backtracking to use the thief's key. But first, let's go explore this little dungeon. Zap still works on ghosts, that's good. How much damage does that do?
Be gone.
Hey Kira. Got some acrylics, so it's very hard to type. Sorry for slow responses. You'll get used to it, Maisie. Just use text to speech. Or speech to text. Okay, so I have learned that this skeleton is a lot more dangerous than almost anything else I'm going to fight. Okay, the mushroom only does like 5, that's fine. The skeleton does like 30. Can't play. Why? Okay, I can understand why you'd have difficulty typing. Why are you having difficulty playing games? You need your thumbs for games, and like extended nails shouldn't mess up your ability to. Well, I suppose if you're using a keyboard and mouse. Just use a controller. Play on your Switch. You were saying to me the other day you haven't used your Switch in ages. Turn on the Switch. Use the Switch. This is your excuse. How's yourself, Kira? Everything going well? Alright. There are a bunch of funguses. Let's burn them all to the ground. Oh, that did not do a lot of damage. And they put me to sleep. And immediately woke me back up. Nice. I need to get a better version of Sizz. I was gonna say I remember it doing more than 15 damage before, but I think it's always done 15 damage. It's just 15 damage used to count for a lot more than it does now. Not the funguses, my brethren. Adventures are going really well. I think whatever kind of dank air is in this place is kind of infecting the fursuit, because I think I'm starting to get like sinuses issues, but aside from that, everything's grand. Let's go over this way and then not go down the stairs. Antidotal herbs. That'll help against the fungi. Ooh, a boomer! Is the boomer nope. Way worse. Way worse. But it does hit everyone. I'm quite fond of using a boomerang in Dragon Quest 8 whenever I go back to play that, like at least once a year. None of the other games have ever really fucked with a boomerang. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think I don't know if it was when I was streaming it, but I definitely do remember at one point when I was playing Dragon Quest 11, maybe for the first time, I used boomerangs on Eric a lot. That was not a good choice on my part, and I never really changed away from it because I was just kind of in at that point. I couldn't leave. Oh, okay, I don't fall asleep. Good. Yeah, I was kind of committed to the. Ooh. I was committed to the boomerang bit at that point, and I couldn't stop. Good luck with that jump game, Maisie. The only person I've ever known to be able to do it is Kira. The timing on it is insane. Let's not use Zap. We do not have the MP to use Zap. Morphine mushroom specifically. Like, you didn't jump at all? Or you just jumped late? Because if you jumped late, that's unfortunately just how it works. Oh, the shade ran away. Okay. I was about to say, like, I wonder what this shade is going to do, because I've never actually, like, fought one of them before. I've always, like, just killed them the second they show up, but apparently they run away. That's what they do. No, like, the star despawned before I even jumped. Oh yeah, that could also just be a case of hey, I've made it to 100 health. That could also just be a case of like the weird time delay on it. I don't know. How's yourself, Fungus? And week going well? Actually, that's a question for you, Fungus. And do you have anything interesting coming up in the next month or two, or is it just will we be getting steady, consistent streams for the near future? I feel like for the end of last year, you were gone more than you were here. You poor thing, you were having to go off and, like, be like an active, outgoing human being. It must have been horrible. It doesn't seem to be a chest around here, so I can just go back this way. Getting used to being back at work now, so it's obviously a terrible feeling. Yeah, I was actually, I commented on it to my colleagues, and now thankfully this week I only had like 4 days in, and I only had to do like remote work today. But I was only saying to my colleagues on Thursday, like, I couldn't believe it was the last day of the week already. Because it felt like, it only felt like I was in the middle of the week. Or the start of the week even. 10-ton toupee. I'm sorry, what? It's not a head, it's okay. 10-ton toupee is an accessory. A cursed wig that's constantly confusing the user into deciding that defending is the only option open to them. Raises your defense by a good bit, but lowers your luck. I'm pretty sure it would lower my luck because I'm getting rid of the rabbit's tail. That's a weird item. God knows why you'd want to use it, but okay. I'm sure it has some uses. Should be around for the near future unless some shit shows up. Going to Sweden for a week in the second half of February, but that'll be to visit family, so not work related. Won't be able to stream though. Yeah, well, of course, yeah. You wouldn't want to be streaming while you're trying to enjoy a bit of time with family anyway, would you? Ooh, can I access this? I can. And let's go this way because there's no stairs over here. I don't know why I have an irrational fear of the Fightgeist, but I do. There's no such thing as enjoying time with family. As a Scandinavian, we are a solitary bunch. Yeah, but like, not within the family unit, right? It's a nose for treasure scroll. That would be useful. I can't remember how long it is until you get companions in this one, because it's like, of all the games, I mean, I suppose apart from 8, because technically 8 is the first Dragon Quest I ever played, but I play 8, as I said, fairly regularly, whereas I have not played Dragon Quest 1 since I played it first, because it wasn't a great game. Well, it's not that it wasn't a great game. It was a fine game. It's just the story was kind of bland and it didn't look great because it was the first one ever, and also it was a game from like the late 80s, early 90s. So it, like, the mechanics in it were kind of ass. Now I did play kind of an updated remake version of it on the DS, but point being, it's like, I think it's probably the one that I haven't played in the longest time. So I genuinely don't remember when I get the rest of my party. So I'm like, this is kind of why I didn't want to use the Sandstorm scroll immediately in the last stream. It's kind of why I don't want to use the nose for treasure now, in case like I get a thief next and then I can give it to the thief. Scroll onto which the mysteries of the nose for treasure have been inscribed. I don't want my main character to just be the one that does everything, because then it kind of disincentivizes me from using other characters. Stop! What the hell do you think was going on with like the ancient mages that invented the magic system in this world? Or like, you know, codified the magic system in this world? It's like, what should we call our lightning ability? It's like, should we name it after the god of thunder? Should we name it after like the lightning dragon that taught us this magic? It's like, Zap! What? We should call it Zap! We're not... Why would we call it Zap? That's so childish. That would just make... We want our magic to sound impressive and ancient. I'm gonna call it Zap. No. No, don't call it Zap. Well, I'm the most powerful wizard here, so I'm calling it Zap. Okay, so we're going south, so we know exactly where not to go. That's good. Oh, look, it's a snail. Zap. Ah. Oh, also, I have to show you something after this fight that I discovered in between the last session and this session. Something that isn't like annoying. Technically, it's a quality of life improvement. It's just... So if you go into status, right? It tells you how much XP you need to get to the next level, which now means that unless this changes when I get more members into my party and I can only look at like what my XP level, how much XP I need, and I can't see what the XP of everyone else is. If I can see what everyone's XP is, the service of divination that the church provides in this game, entirely pointless. It was literally the whole point of that option in church, was to go get divination, and they would be like, you need 649 experience points to get to the next level, and you'd be like, okay, cool, now I know how many fights I need to do. That'll be useful. Whereas now it's just in the status menu. So kind of removes the need for the church. Well, that doesn't remove the need for the church. There are still things that the church does that are useful. Like benediction and purification and stuff, getting rid of curses and getting rid of poison and all that kind of stuff. And it can resurrect people, bring people back to life. I got killed one of them. Sizz for a sizz, I see you. But yeah, it just seemed like I appreciate the quality of life. It just seems weird to have is that better? Just better. It just seems weird to have like one of the institutions in the game provide a service and then go, we're just going to make that service redundant. So we're going to like add in a quick thing in your menu that's always with you that can tell you how much XP you need to level up whenever you look at it. You need to die immediately. Stop. Definitely one of best is a strong word. So I was gonna say best, one of the best features of the Dragon Quest series, but like one of my favorite personal features of the Dragon Quest series is the ability, like whenever you level up, you get all of your health and MP back, which, like, I feel as a quality of life addition is, and that's been in the games forever, like, but like as a quality of life addition, I feel like that just it makes the game more enjoyable for the player because it lets them actually like fucking play it. As weird as that sounds, like, 'cause if this was a game where I didn't heal and get all my MP back when I level up, right? Then ostensibly I wouldn't be down on this level of the dungeon right now. I'd be still up, I'd be still back up on the previous level of the dungeon, like grinding away and trying to get higher levels so that I could come down here and get to whatever boss is down here with significant help. Whereas now, if I get down here, accidentally walk in on a boss and a boss fucking smushes me, at least the next time I come down here, I can be like, okay, I know there's a boss in there, so I better level up before I get to that boss so that I go into him with full health. Like, I feel like there's a lot of RPGs that, like, dropped that mechanic for some reason. I feel like that was a lot more prevalent when I was younger, of, like, you level up, you get your health back. That's just how leveling up works. And now there seems to be like a lot more emphasis on like, no, just be constantly crafting. Just constantly craft, never stop crafting. Always be looking for resources and like craft things to make items so you're constantly healing yourself and taking care of yourself as you go through a dungeon. Stop healing. Oh, here's an interesting little tidbit about how my day went. So we were worried here that it was going to be torrential rain all weekend. So my plan was to try and get out and do a bit of shopping early in the morning. Oh, I didn't know those 2 points were connected. Try and get out and do some shopping, get a few bits and pieces, so I didn't have to go like before the rains really kicked in, which was supposed to be around midday today, I think. In the end, the rain never came, and it's been a lovely day all day. It's actually still nice outside now. Well, I mean, it's dark, but it's not that cold. But yeah, so apparently, like 30 to 40 minutes after I left the supermarket, someone set a car on fire in the supermarket car park, which I found out on Reddit. So dodge that one, I guess. Cause yeah, I remember just seeing the post and like going like, how many days ago was this from? And it's like, oh, this was from like an hour ago. Wait, I was in the shop an hour ago. And it was like at the supermarket that I was going to. Oh no, I don't. Can I flee? Yes. Yeah, those ghosts are nasty. Can I sleep here? No. I think I've been everywhere here now. I think I have. Let's look. The health isn't doing great. How far away am I from leveling up? 200. So that's probably not gonna be a level up before I get to where I'm going. What drove you to finally do your nails today, Maisie? Do you have like, do you have something coming up? Did that put me to sleep? It did. Alex. Oh, I can't do zap anymore. Fuck. I missed? Oh no, that's not good. Might die here. Oh yeah, that's me dead. That's my first death. That's my first death. There you go. Let's see how death works in this game, because I know how it works in Dragon Quest 1, which is that it boots you out of the game and you have to... Yeah, starts me back at the... Okay, so it starts me back at basement level 2. That's not terrible. Original game did not have an autosave. You'll be shocked to find out. So if you died, you just went back to wherever the fuck your last No, there was, if I recall correctly, I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, there was a... You had party members in Dragon Quest 1. Maybe I'm thinking of Dragon Quest 2. As I said, this is the one that I haven't played in the longest time. I think I had party members, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. You definitely have party members in 2. They're like, in 2, it's like part of the story that like there's like 4 or 5 of you. I think 4. But I genuinely don't remember in 1. Can't. Well, I mean, if you don't have in the original one, then I doubt you have in this one. Okay. Okay, so the autosave there is very generous. Okay, we're just gonna have to kill this Ledgerman. Fuck, that's not what I meant to do. It's a waste of a turn. Yeah. Did that to myself. Probably gonna die here. Yep.
No.
Yep. I'm double checking the original now. Made me question my memory. I mean, like it'll be good for me to know if I get a party in this or not, because if I don't, then I can it changes my strategy a good bit. What is it with these two? Are these my final? Are these two my final test? So, I'm terrified of them both doing a sizz on me. Okay, let's get him caught in a heel loop, shall we? Oh, critical. Nice. Only the main character in original. Yeah, well, this would be the same then. Which means I might as well use that nose for treasure scroll that I got. See, I think the thing that made me think I was going to get party members in this was when you go to use that nose for treasure scroll, like it comes up in the top right. I don't know if you saw it. I kind of went through it fairly quick. That it was like, yes, Zeke, this thing can be learned by Zeke, and it's like, well, who else would it be learned by? I'm the only fucking person in the party. Only 2 others in Dragon Quest 2. I thought there was 3 of them. Okay, so I can't fight that guy. We might have to leave and come back. What's my... How far until I level up? 128. I'm gonna try... get a bit of health back. Get a bit of health back, and then I'm gonna try just like... I only need like 128. Maybe I can get enough, because if I can get a level up, then I can go into this dude with full mana and HP. In the upcoming Dragon Quest 1-2 HD-2D remake, a 4th party member, the Princess of Kanak, will also be a playable character, making it a party of 4. Oh, okay. Are you sure that... I'm wondering, is that also the case in like the remakes they did for... Because these aren't the first remakes they ever did, they're just the better ones. They made remakes of these games like a few years back.
Not today.
I'll put me to sleep. Hate sis. Hate sis. Nice, one shot him. Finally. I mean, I suppose I'd prefer for them to use Sizz on me than fucking Zap, right? Zap would probably hurt a whole lot more. Oh good, this fuckhead again. combo from hell. Okay, effectively they did nothing in that turn, that's good. Is he hit with physical for fucking 12? Jesus. This should give a good bit of XP though. I live through it. Yeah, heal loop yourself all you want. I'm still gonna kill you. Unless you sizz me to death. Of course, I'd crit you when you have like 10% of your health left. 81 experience. That's a level up. Nice. Right. Dragon Slash. Tight. And I got evac. Extra tight. Fan dabby dozy. God, I wish I had a better sword than the fucking Iron Lance. I could get a better sword actually by going back. You know what? We just got evac. Yeah, exit the current location, please. I love looking at this character from like the isometric angle. Like looking at him from a diagonal is, there's something very fun. It's funnier than looking at him from the sides or the back or the front. But looking at him from the back, you do realize that occasionally, like you might, I don't know if it'll do it here. It does it when you're fighting. It does it when you're in the battle. That when you're looking at him at the back, that tail moves. Using a lance as a sword doesn't sound like the best way to fight. You poke with a sword, you poke with a lance. What's the difference? Let us go to Galenholm. Galenholm has a better weapon that I can pick up. Probably doing this unnecessarily. I think I'm probably high enough level. Plenty high enough level for the boss I'm about to fight. And I did just get a level up, but I'm a coward, so yeah, I do want a steel broadsword, I guess. I still can't get better armor. The fucking fursuit is still the best armor I can get, unfortunately. Yes, I do wish to equip it. I would like to sell you my old sword. This is the lance, sir? Yeah, well, I was using it as a sword, so... Oh, I would also like you to take my scale shield off me. Thanks. And I should probably maybe go buy some strong medicine. Unsealant, what the hell is that? Allows those who've had their spells sealed away to cast freely again. Oh. It costs 150. Ugh. How much for 5 of them? Ooh, that's a lot. I'll buy like 1. I would also like some. Okay, you only sell medicinal herbs. That's not great for me. I do need to buy some of these though. How many do I have? 7, so let's buy 3. Those are going to go in my bag, please. Nope, that's everything. Thank you. Back to that dank cave. Fight some dank monsters. Hopefully it's not as difficult to kill those monsters as it is to kill, as it was to kill Robin Hood. So I'm curious as to where that stairs down the bottom goes. Because the stairs up the top goes to that area up the top in B2, and that has a chest in it. So I'll be going there. And the middle staircase goes to the middle staircase in B2, but I don't see where the bottom staircase goes. It doesn't seem to go to B2 anyway, wherever it goes. So I think we'll go for the north staircase, get the chest, and then check out the southern staircase. No, I am not procrastinating because I'm afraid of the boss that I haven't even fought yet. Why would you say such things? Don't be silly. Also, do you see, Fungusin? I have an actual sword now. So I'm slashing, whereas before I was poking. Because my sword was a lance. It's different now. I know how swords work. A muster strength scroll. What does muster strength do? Peep? Thanks. Very useful. So glad I spent MP on that. Alright, let's figure out what muster strength does. I'm fairly sure I know what muster strength does, but... builds up energy. Yeah, it's a pep. It's like pep in Dragon Quest XI, where you just like make your next attack stronger. I suppose pep in most Dragon Quest games. Not in this one. I don't think the pep system existed at this point yet. Pep might not have showed up till level 5 or 6, maybe. Can't remember exactly when pep showed up. Just been there for so long at this point, it just seems like it's always been there. Pep is the it's the meta for Dragon Quest VIII, especially towards the end if you do like the optional secret bosses. Where like the whole meta is to just like constantly just pick one person that is going to be your main attacker, and then you just pep them to like 150 pep and distract with the other 4 members while keeping the guy that's pepped up alive, and then you just hit the boss for like half his health. Now, what is down here? Where the hell am I? Just a part of the craggy cave that I couldn't get to elsewhere, okay?
Not today.
Holy shit. I was about to say I'm gonna come out of this fight with absolutely having lost no health, and then that dude did fucking 63 damage to me. Christ. Um, 700 XP until I can level up again. Strong medicine. 3 strong medicine. Tight. And an iron axe. Oh great, now I'm going to have to go on the fucking... Now if I get fucking summoned to the council, I'm going to have to go on the stupid... I'm going to have to be part of the fellowship and like go to fucking Mordor. Brilliant. Is the axe better than what I have? Yes, it is. I spent 1,700 coins for nothing. Yeah! Love to see it. How is I'm sorry, how does a steel axe... How is an iron axe more powerful than a steel broadsword? By its very nature, the steel broadsword should be better. It's steel, for fuck's sake. I'm sure you can just take that back to the shop and return it for all your money. I know exactly what I can sell that back for. I can sell it back because when I was buying it for 1,700 and I was selling my previous equipment, I saw what the buyback price for the steel sword is. It's 450. Fucking hate it here. It's like I can one-shot the mushrooms now. That makes me feel better. So I have to go up and around. Can I ask you a question? Hear to me, you. I have an axe to grind with you. I'm sorry, were you trying to axe me something? Quick, give me more axe puns before the next enemy shows up. Well, steel is just fancy iron. Axes don't care about fancy. Ooh, look at me, I'm a fancy ass sword. Well, can you chop down a tree? No, I don't think so. Yeah, well, shut up. Serious implements are talking about multi-use. Okay, let's see how good the axe is against you. Okay, you do like 8 damage, that's not terrible. I can kill you in 2 hits, that's not bad. Fairly good, like. Can't I, like, take some of this steel armor? Maybe? Instead of my fucking fursuit. Don't get me wrong, I love the fursuit, but honestly, I think it's starting to get mold down here, and It's kind of fucking up my breathing. And I think it's giving me trench foot. Okay, good. More of that, please. More of that 1 damage from the shades. Less 63 damage from the shades. So I need to be careful when fighting Exelon. Right. Let me put some of the strong medicine. Take out nothing. I don't want to exchange it. No, I don't want to exchange it. I just want to. Can I not? Oh yeah, I can't. I was going to say, can I not put multiple strong medicine in my bag? But no, I can't. Things don't stack. Things don't stack when I'm holding them on my hand. No, don't use. Take out. Take out one of the antidotal herbs. I don't think this. I'm pretty sure I'm about to fight like a fiend. I don't think he's going to poison me. I wish I still had my holy dagger. That would be great. Why can't I have a holy axe? I am sure that in one JRPG or another there is a monster made from 5 or more axes called an axolot. There are creatures, there are monsters that show up fairly regular in Dragon Quest that are basically hoodlums that have 4 arms and an axe in each one. I say, what luck! A delicious looking human has fallen right into my lap, and he seems rather a pathetic fellow to boot. Oh, verily you're done for! Do come quietly now. You need only submit to the searing flames of my world-endingly powerful magic. There's a good fellow. Stab him in the back. Oh? Where did you come from? The corridor behind you. There's a massive. You might not notice, but there's a huge crypt behind you. Most of the crypt actually is behind you. That's where I came from. I came from the giant crypt that was behind you. And before that, I came from the surface, which is above the crypt. Have you ever left the crypt? Because there's a whole world out there. You might not have known. Crivens. You remember Crivens, but you don't remember the man that used to say Crivens? Rather rude, I must say. Still, the more the merrier. Searing flames for 2, is it? Very well. Is that guy gonna help me in the fight? Nope, he sure isn't. Crivens. Right. Let's start building strength, shall we?
Thou shalt not escape!
Phew, he can bitch slap me for 14, that. Ow. Potentially deflects. No. Dodgy dance would probably be a good one.
Much better. Ha!
Okay, so now I have to do... Now I have to do the muster strength thing again. Let's do this first. Conjures a sandstorm, which reduces his accuracy. You bastard.
Thou shalt not escape!
Thankfully mustering my strength. $58? That was a muster strength? Oh, this isn't gonna end well. This isn't gonna end well. I just said Crivens because Funguson's Octopath Traveler character on Tuesday took a detour into a Dickensian village where little Timmy lives, and Timmy says Crivens quite a bit. Does Timmy say Crivens as well? Huh. What was Timmy's name in it? Young Archibald or something. Philip. Yes, Philip's mom. Yeah, Philip's.
Yeah.
Okay, magic is the way to go with this guy. Let's muster our strength again, because I just realized, I just remembered what Kabuff does. Okay.
Thou shalt not escape!
Ow. That's okay. That's okay. I wasn't using magic anyway. I'm just hitting you with an axe. Just burying an axe in your forehead. Okay, so I got a bit discouraged there by the fact that he cast Kabuff. For some reason in my head, I forgot what Kabuff did. In my head, Kabuff like made your attack stronger, whereas what Kabuff actually does is it increases the defense of everyone in your party, I think. And he was only one on his side of the field, so all it did was increase his defense for like 2 turns. He was a little Timmy if I ever saw one. That's not true. Little Timmy is supposed to have a crutch. Little Timmies have crutches, usually because they fall down so many wells. Philip didn't have any crutches. Except Albrecht. Albrecht was a massive crutch for him. Hey, lucky level 13. Our resilience is still ass. But we learned how to do zoomies. That's nice.
Such power. They say, are you a hero? Well, even if you are, I regret to inform you that we have Princess Quaylen, without whose guidance you shall never reach the Dragon Lord's castle. So, there.
Oh, we're gonna kiss?
Thou hast my undying thanks, sir. Thou didst save me behind, and no mistake. Huh? Oh,
The boss did send thee? Oh, he was worried on my account. Curses, and to think I did come here looking to put a smile on his face. Instead it seemeth I have vexed him to no end. I did seek out the depths of this here cave for a reason, see? The boss was most mightily down in the dumps on account of his precious thief's key got nicked. I thought perhaps there might be some treasure down here with which I might cheer him up a bit. Alas, all I found was trouble. Verily, I am a dunderhead who doth cause naught but bother. I imagine this is what all of the people who live in Funguson's town sound like. Not because they're English, but because they're Polish and they're trying to sound English because of how fucking xenophobic England is. And this is like their best attempt at it. Right. I better go back to the lads forthwith. Cheers again. That's all.
Those stupid humans gone. Shh, quiet. One of them is still there.
Fucking wings on those boys. There are no English people here. The Poles just speaks Polish. Otherwise, no one would understand them.
Quick, run away! If he catches us, he'll sell us to someone, and they'll put us on display in a traveling circus or something horrible like that.
And then they'll rip out your wings, and then you'll get to go on a cool adventure with a group of murderers, and you'll never fucking shut up about how you fucking hate living underground. Daydreamer, I hear that the underground is no place for your kind. Your people tell tales.
Wait! He beat that horrible monster, didn't he? Maybe he's not all bad.
I just like to hurt things. Now I'm going to hurt you.
You really helped us out there. That
know
monster was
about it,
after us, you see.
Why?
So, thanks. What's your name, by the way?
That is unfair to Aerie. She also sometimes complained about cities being crowded. That's unfair to Aerie. She also sometimes had fights with Jaheira about wanting to like sit on your dick. She never left the party though. Actually, no, wait. I think at one point she did leave the party. I am Ezekiel, 15th, I've been told, descendant of the great hero Erdrick.
I only asked for your name, not your life story. So, in short, you're on a quest to save the world.
It's not like you're going to do it, so yeah. Well, you should have seen the party that had Aerie, Jaheira, and Viconia in it. All of them fighting over the dick. How the fuck did you get Viconia in the same party that has Aerie? Isn't Viconia the... Am I wrong about who Viconia is? I'm probably wrong about who Viconia is. Is Viconia the vampire? She's an evil character, isn't she? Like, how the fuck did you end up in a... How did you manage to keep all three of them in the same party? Unless I'm wrong about who Viconia is. Which I probably am.
And you need to find a way of summoning Lady Rubis so she can help you.
Yeah. Do you see why I told you my life story now?
Well, we're not supposed to share this sort of thing, but I suppose it won't hurt to tell you just a little bit about her.
Exactly. What's the worst I could do?
What are you doing? In case you've forgotten that's a human you're talking to. How do you know you can trust him?
I'm no human. I'm a superhuman.
Look, I know humans are awful and greedy and can't be trusted in everything.
There's no follow-up to that. That's just like humans are greedy and awful and they can't be trusted. There's no follow-up there. She's a drow. Oh, okay. But yeah, she is evil. It works as long as you can keep the party rep approximately neutral. Too good and Viconia leaves, too evil and Aerie leaves. Yeah, makes sense. Remind me of the vampire's name.
But if this world gets plunged into endless darkness, it's not exactly going to be great for us fairies either.
I mean, you're already living underground in perpetual darkness anyway, so I doubt it would change that much for you.
So, you think we should help him? Just like that?
Lads, it's very rude to talk about me while I'm right here and I can hear everything you say, you know that?
I do, yes. We need to work together on this one. He can fight monsters, which means he can help us with that other thing.
My least favorite trope in Japanese media is this.
Oh, the other thing!
Yes, the pronoun game, of course.
I love it!
Wait, two good or evil and Jahira leaves. So in that party, there is always two people complaining about the party's rank.
Lady Rubis isn't here in Alefgard right now. She's visiting another world.
Alefgard is the name of the continent we're on, not the world. The world is like called... God, what was the world called? It's the same world in Dragon Quest 2. I think it's called like... Tortel or something? Alefgard definitely isn't, like, Alefgard is a place from what I remember, Alefgard is a place in Dragon Quest 2. Like, it's a part of the world, it's not the name of the world.
A very far away world that it will be very hard to call her back from.
Our leader came up with an ingenious way of summoning her. But before we could finish getting everything ready, we got attacked by the Dragon Lord's stupid lackeys, and she ran off somewhere. That's why we came down here in the first place, to look for her.
Your boss?
There are dwarves living to the east of here that she's had dealings with in the past, you see. We thought they might know something. But there are so many annoying monsters in the way, we're never going to get there ourselves.
And we can't summon Lady Rubis on our own. Only the boss knows how to do it.
Of course she does.
So if you could go and find her for us, we'd all be happy, right?
Yeah. The vampire is called... Hexit. Yeah. Be interesting to also add her to the party with Aerie, Jahira, and Viconia. I suppose, yeah, like, so if you're... Are there any like potential party members that you can't add to the party by being neutral, or is it just like if you're neutral you can add everyone? But then like you have to remain neutral, which is easier said than done.
Thank you. Come and let us know if you find anything out, won't you? We'll be... well, the dwarves can tell you where to find us, I'm sure.
Couldn't you just like come with me?
All right, we'll be off then. See you!
Oh cool, I got a sweet choker. Just what I wanted. A grim and inauspicious artifact said to have been found deep within a rocky ravine. Increases my defense by 5 and reduces my luck by like 8. Zombie mail. Zombie mail, if I recall correctly, is one of those armors that you never want to use. Inauspicious armor that saps the wearer's HP with every step they take, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to use zombie mail. The reason you hold on to zombie mail in most Dragon Quest games is so that you can mix it with... I can't remember the name of it. It's like Saint's Ashes, I think. If you mix zombie mail with Saint's Ashes, I think you get platinum mail? Can't fully remember. I know that you mix zombie mail with something else to make fairly good armor. I was kind of hoping for a thief's key though. But I guess the thief's key is upstairs with Robin Hood. Although you could only keep that going until the Throne of Ball, because in Throne of Ball, Aerie and Hexit will end up fighting to the death. Oh. I think it is also possible that before that, your hero will leave unless you kick Hexit out. The Harpers really hate vampires, even more than Aerie. I didn't realize the Harpers hated Aerie that much. Understandable though. Animations in this game are lovely. Look at the animations on that snail, it's gorgeous. Jeez, I have no idea how you like. I genuinely don't know how you do that jump game. Anytime myself or Wembley and like Maisie tried it earlier, anytime anyone tries to do that, it's like the timing is so jank on it. But you always like fucking do it in one. On the other hand, Viconia and Hexit will get on really well. To the point that if one of them falls in love with you, you might end up with a Hexit, Viconia, and yourself Menage a Trois, maybe? Perhaps? Maybe?
Flames!
Great.
Let the fire consume thee!
I'm glad these aren't one of those bats where like every time they bite you, they take a bit of your health away. They do that a lot in video games with bats, where like bats are just all bats are vampire bats. It's okay. One shot you. Are you looking forward to getting back into the endless dunes tomorrow night, Kira? Have you been itching to get back into the deserts and drive out all your foes and then turn them into your servants and thralls? Have you been missing the company of your most loyal prince and heir apparent, Zeke the Necromantic? Boss, don't hurt me, boss. We were standing right here, and then some fairies did a pair, and then we all grew surpassing sleepy.
Wait. Those must have been the fairies we heard about. The ones what play horrible tricks on people.
Such creatures truly exist? Oh, blimey.
Ah! There you are, Zeke. Cheers, help me, mate, out. Thou art a total legend. And I am a man of my word. So here, take one thief's key as promised. Looks like thou art in debt to me. Looks like thou art in debt to me, just as thine ancestor was in debt to mine own. Funny how things work out. But pray do not let that stop thee begging for my help again if thou needest it. We're mates now, me and thee. Be lucky, eh? Ta-ta.
Pesky padlocks. You may have noticed, but there are a fair few doors and treasure chests in the world that are locked shut. With most locked objects, they can be opened if you happen to have the right key. Thief's key, for example, can supposedly unlock all red doors and treasure chests in the kingdom. All treasure chests or all red treasure chests? I assume all red treasure chests. Oh, multiple objectives. The two of them end up in the same bed. I think Viconia hints at a threesome, but Hexit seems to only want one relationship at a time. Well, to be fair, Hexit's she's old, you know. She can only keep track of she can only keep track of so much. I think we are currently driving our foes out of our ancestral homelands, the jungles. There are about 25 centimeters of snow here now, so I've been throwing the cat into it. Oh, please tell me you've been taking a video of that. He has not been a fan so far. Then again, he isn't panicking either. I think one of my favorite, like cats in snow videos is, oh, I died. Shit. Yeah, one of my favorite like cats in snow videos is the one where like the snow is like a meter and a half up outside. Like you open the door, it's like a meter and a half of snow stacked up outside the door, and like someone calls the cat and you just hear like rustling, and then through the wall of snow just bursts the cat and it's like, what? Where am I? Oh, okay, back here. Guess we'll have to sit through that cutscene again. Thank you for the thief's key. Yep. Now, just in case we die again. Use the Chimera wing to go back to Tantagel. I was watching someone earlier today who was they're living up in Scotland. They were talking about how their pet ravens are dealing with the winter snows. And something I never knew was that like ravens are quite well adapted to the cold. I can't go in there yet. I don't know, in my head, ravens, and I guess they're not, but in my head, ravens have always been like a city bird, whereas apparently they mostly hang around mountains and stuff. Lads, is that floor electric? Does this medieval castle have a laser grid floor? That's mad. Must be somewhere down here that I can get into. Let's go over this way. Down here. Oh, okay, so I have to go up and around. Okay, so over here. Around here. Tight, I don't even need to open them anymore, they just open for me. Cat. Meow. Okay, I'm assuming, so what is it usually? It's usually the thief's key and the magic key, and there's usually another key in Dragon Quest. I'm blanking on what it is though. Yeah, there are nature docks from Norway always show lots of ravens and crows feeding on carcasses in winter. Yeah, apparently they like Yuan was talking about like how they quite like playing like in the winds up around like the top of the mountains and stuff, and you'll see them like twisting and whirling and like playing with each other. Apparently the feathers that they have are like specifically designed for cold weather, which is something I never knew. Pucks in my memory. I could have sworn that the castle dungeon was around there somewhere. Yeah, that's definitely a fucking like laser grid floor. That's mad. Thou art young in years, as I am myself, and yet, unlike myself, thou art charged with a quest of great danger. I shall remain here and pray for thy success. 'Tis the least I can do. May the sun shine always on on this young adventurer, and the wind blow air at his back. Stop the outfit behind the counter. What's the deal with you now?
'Tis said that mighty advocate his allies should commit all their magics and secret techniques to certain scrolls for posterity. Some say that the secrets of said scrolls hide in a town established with a certain bard with whom the hero of legend had dealings.
Right, go to Galen home, find scrolls. Got it. Mini metal. 334 gold. Ooh, a suit of leather armor. I think leather armor is a bit beneath me at this point. Yes, it is. Okay, so we can't go through there. And out here, there's nothing, right? Yeah. Stairs we go, also. Sword, armor, helm, and shield. Gather unto thyself all the accoutrement of mighty Erdrick, and thou shalt surely prevail in the battle against the Dragon Lord. South of here lieth a town where legends of such items are told. Perhaps thou might learn more about their whereabouts. South of here. Okay. Nothing in this room except that dude telling me to go south. Okay. The air has been so dry lately because of the cold that occasionally when petting Spencer I get zapped. I imagine he does build up quite a lot of static with the amount of fur he has and with how thick it is. Okay, now you're just showing off when it comes to the jump game, Kira. Nothing in this room, but out here is also nothing. Oh. Waves of evil that emanate from the curse are going to grow greater by each day, which significance. Okay. I could have sworn there was more. There were more red doors in this place. Apparently not. Right. Anywhere in town that I can break into? I mean, explore? For the good of humanity? Hello, Merlin. First researcher.
Those of my line have long been engaged in the study of methods for the removal of curses. Shouldst thou ever find thyself afflicted, prithee seek me out, and I shall be glad to aid thee.
They really are just like going to town and getting rid of all of the uses of the... Yeah. All of the uses of the church in this game. Like, you don't need divination anymore because you can see your own XP anytime in the main menu. You don't need to be healed, which is like, I suppose, mostly an inn's job, but you don't need to be healed because there's a wizard inside the castle that you can go to, and you don't need to go to the church to get rid of a curse because this guy will do it, and he'll probably do it for free, whereas the church will charge you money. Though the master of this house offereth those who find themselves cursed in many a way, much in the way of succor, he extendeth no such courtesy to those who serve him. Ah, would that I might retire to the soothing springs of Call to the east, there to soak my tired and aching bones. Atheists ruining games. We ruin everything, Kira. We ruin everything. All these next level chests in this house. Friend, hast thou heard? Oh no, sorry, we're gonna make it German. Friend, hast thou heard? Yes. 'Tis said that the secret of how magic keys might be created is long since lost. Yet it is said that there is one in a certain room somewhere who is engaged in research on the subject of how said secret might be regained. Okay. Good to know. Speaking of religion, I got recommended a video where a guy was playing CK3 and trying to see how many popes he could eat. What an oddly specific goal. Why? What? What? What inspired him to eat what inspired him to do that? I thought you were gonna say like how many anti-popes he could make, or like how many popes he could install or whatever, but no, how many popes can he eat? Didn't watch it, but he had like 5 popes on the thumbnail. Oh, brilliant. I can't do. Oh. The tales of the ancient times to tell of towering golems laid aslumber by tiny faeries. Verily, there are powers in this world of which we have not the faintest inkling. Sure enough. What's inside your chamber pot? The thumbnail was the 5 popes and his character with a knife and fork. Good. I don't remember if there's crafting or not in this game. I don't think there is. It kind of implied to me that I can never do anything with the zombie mail. But like if I get Saint's Ashes, I should be able to use the Saint's Ashes on them. I know that if you... I can't remember what the item is, but I know there's something you can combine with a boomerang to make an aged boomerang. Okay, remember when I said earlier that I could sell the steel broadsword for 450? Turns out I was wrong about that. 405. I'm losing even more money on this deal. I'm surprised the zombie mail goes for so little while the choker goes for like 1,600. Gone into that building. No, there's not going to be any doors in Erdrick's Hollow. Wayfarer's Chapel might have something. Wayfarer's Chapel does have something. Hello, Bishop.
Believest thou the rumors of the newly minted heroes roaming the land? Then it is as I feared. They are rumors and not more.
Yes, I do believe them.
Thou dost? Then I too shall choose to believe them. And may the goddess bless these heroes, whoever they may be. As far as I have heard, their merry band consisteth a warrior, a priest, a mage, and one who might fighteth solely with fist and foot. Just imagine.
Hey, you can look at bookshelves. I didn't know you could do that in this game. Superior scrolls. Scrolls containing priceless knowledge recorded in the midst of antiquity by those well-versed in matters material. Outstanding. All one need to do to master the techniques they describe here is to unroll them and read the secrets within. That's how the Elder Scrolls work, and then you end up blind, so... Or is it... Or so it is said. In practice, those without the appropriate attributes will gain naught, even from the most painstaking pursuit of a scroll's contents. Something that many heavy of purse might, but light of talent have discovered over the years. Only after parting with tidy sums would they realize that their new purchases taught them naught, except a lesson in knowing their limitations. Alas, I am all too aware of my own limitations. It seemeth that the only way I should grow mightier is through hard work. And by pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, of course. I mean, it's not like anyone else is going to do it, are they? Rest of girl stand at the tower known as a sign of rain. You built it? And with what purpose in mind, I know not. And 'tis said that it had stood since the time of Erdic, hero of legend. Yeah, I've been in here before. And that's everything in here. Yep. Alright. Forgotten Ruins, I think, also won't have any of the doors that I'm looking for. Rain might have something. Should also look at to see what my current quest is. Find clues about the fairy leader's whereabouts. Explore the lands to the east. That's it? That's the whole quest? Yep, just explore the lands to the east, okay. We'll get on searching the lands to the east as soon as... Chimera wing, tight. As soon as we loot the fuck out of this place. This bit being ruined and the doors looking like that gives me real memories of Dragon Quest VIII. I imagine it's intentional. Is this... Yep, that's caved in. Can't go that way. Ooh, interact. Examines the ground at his feet. Look, it's a prayer ring. Cool. Now I'll always be close to God. How's the prayer... A pious band that can be used to restore a small amount of MP, however be warned it's likely to break if called upon. Huh, okay. Go down that way. Just... What do I get? Crack scroll. Ooh, crack is a good fucking skill. Or, spell. It'd be nice to have an ice spell. I have fire with Sizz, ice with crack, and lightning with sap. And more zoomies onwards to Galenholm. Should have a lot of doors for us to go through, or at least a good couple of doors. More doors than fucking Tanthagel had. Tanthagel was surprisingly disappointing. I thought Tanthagel would have like 4 or 5 doors for me to go through, whereas in the end I think it had like what, 2, maybe 3 at most. But now I go into the big mansion that might... Oh, that's a boat. Coffee.
Yo. The owner of this SF hired my services as a bodyguard. What will that end? Doth he fear that some ne'er-do-well might sneak in and make off with his smalls?
The entrance to the grave of Galen. Why, it is o'er yonder. Though if thy mind is made up to visit it, I suggest thou writest thy will before setting forth. Dude's a bit paranoid. Imagine the artist spending all the time creating those beautiful ruined buildings with high archways just so you can walk under them with a bloody Shiba Inu. They shouldn't have given me the Shiba Inu costume. Maybe they shouldn't have given it to me. $29 gold and you'd see it weren't my time. Arrivists. Arrivist? Is that how you'd pronounce that? Arrivists? Best? A glitzy gold waistcoat that awards the wearer extra money every time they win a battle. There you go. Take it, foul thief, licentious larcener! Take it all! What need have I of money? Our world will soon be laid to waste. What good will my gold be to me then? Okay, so can I have it? Can I have the boat? Everyone in this house is a bit touched in the head. Cat.
Know that none.
I'm pretty sure he was saying something like, "Know that none hath left this place."
Enter only if thou carest not for thy young life.
Was that a ghost? I'm gonna go back to the church real quick and save for no particular reason. There's a supernatural podcast that I listen to that has like one of the hosts is like 100% in, like he thinks aliens are real, thinks ghosts are real, he thinks all this different kind of stuff is real. Another guy that's like a bit of a stoner and he's uncertain, like, but he leans more towards believing than he doesn't. And then another guy who's just a complete skeptic, doesn't believe any of it exists, comes up with reasons for everything they talk about of what was probably actually happening. And they were talking recently, they had an episode on the Bell Witch, which is apparently like a haunting in the old West in America. And they were talking about like this family was supposedly like being haunted and tormented by a ghost or a witch or something for like decades, right? And the skeptic brought up a really good point. It's like, all I'm saying is the main reason that I think this is probably a hoax is that, can you imagine you come home one day, right? And you go into the bathroom and you wake up in the morning, you go into the bathroom, you turn on the light, and there, in like bloody finger paints on the mirror, is a scrawled message that just says "get out" and like a bloody handprint. Are you staying in that house? Or are you just going, well, yes, I don't live here anymore, and just fucking leaving immediately and calling the police? And these people were dealing, and like these people who were being haunted were supposedly dealing for decades with like just like voices from nowhere just insulting them and like being pulled out of bed at night and being slapped and sat on and all this kind of stuff. And it's a very good point of just like, if any kind of reasonable person ever experienced and you kind of like if there were supernatural things for the two experience, right? And like they saw a ghost or they saw a demon, you just go, ah well, that's fucking mad, I'm leaving, bye. Like, you don't stick around and go like, no, this is my home, no ghost is going to chase me out of it. It's like, no, you just proved to me that ghosts are real and those demons and heaven and hell and all of this other shit is real. I'm going off to join I'm going off to join the fucking monastery. Wait, Fungusin made it to Tress's village last stream. Is that where Meat Dog ran his It might have been where he ran one of his many stores, yeah. But yes, to answer your question, yes, I think it is. I don't know if it's the first place that you meet him, but you definitely, I think you definitely do meet him there. Okay, you guys don't seem that dangerous. I was saying to him as well last night, Kira, that Tressa is probably the worst of the Octopath travelers. Like, her special skill is pretty much useless. I was saying this to Mystic as well in the last of her streams that I was in to see. I was talking to her about what Tressa's skill was, and it was just like, she just does what Therian does, but worse, and you have to pay money for it. I don't know, I think Alphen is a pretty cute hunter. Oh, I want to go up this way. Yes. Yes, I do. Ooh. Cool. Well, you're in the air. Time to blow you out of the air. Vladdy A and Vladdy B. Nothing down here. You steal my MP.
Stop.
Okay, now I'm wondering, do they all have harps on them, or is this like an indication of like a directional system? I don't know why you'd need a directional system though, I can see the whole map. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you see how when I move my tail like bobs? Kira, do you remember the secret bosses in, like the optional boss fights in Octopath Traveler? I remember doing them, and I remember the soundtracks to them were fucking awesome. But I do not remember. Bastard. I do not remember how like, did I have to go looking for them or did I just find them? Because like, I don't want to say too much to Fungus in about them lest I like spoil things for him, but I also don't want him to miss them because they kind of add a lot more to the game. Like they literally add in like whole new parts of the game. Isle of Magic Water, tight. 164 gold. Right. Zap is a great spell. It's a fucking expensive spell, but it's a great spell. Okay, so from here. This is where I started. Okay, so I've just done a big loop. Good. So I've cleared all of that up the north and west. So now to clear up the northeast, and then I'll go down the east wing around to where the stairs is. Mini metal, tight. $15? Ow. Hey, level up. Tight. Take a drink. Oh, I learned Sizzle. Tight. And I got a treasure chest, which gives me a vial of unsealant. Oh, those things cost like 150 gold to buy. I think you got them naturally through new quests. Not sure. Yeah, I hope you get them through naturally through new quests. Like, I want to see him do those extra bosses. They have neat, interesting mechanics in them. They add whole new classes, and the soundtrack to them is just fucking like every one of them just has a soundtrack that slaps. Stop reducing my MP, you dick. Ooh, treasure chests. Whistle scroll. Okay. I realized as I opened the first chest that probably one of these is a mimic. A bluish light shines from inside the chest. Should be safe to open, okay? Should be safe to open. Tight. Cower ring. What does a cower ring do? A cursed ring that causes the wearer to want to turn tail and run at the first sign of trouble. Okay. I know you made fun of the lightning spell being called Zap, but it does make it easier to shout. Imagine having to shout discombobulate whenever you wanted to cast your damage spell. Yeah, but like, as stupid as the names sound, and as much as I like when I initially discovered them when I was like a child, I wasn't a fan. As the years have gone on, I have grown more and more appreciative of the Final Fantasy naming scheme for Magic, where it's like Thunder, Thundera, Thundaga, Thunderaga, fucking Fire, Fireaga, Faragaraga. Like it still holds the root name of the word, but it adds on just little bits that like show the level up of it and make it sound kind of mystical. Definitely more in favor of like magic systems where if you must speak. Okay, we're not going through there. Magic systems where if you must speak, then at least you like should speak into existence basically the thing you want to do. So if you want to use fire, like say fire in some way in a language that you understand instead of having to like quote Latin or something, because apparently the Romans were fucking magical. Okay, so I can't get through that door, and if I can't get through that door, I cannot get any further in this place, so I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything I'm going to get. Let's leave. Oh good, 3 of these guys, brilliant. Let's see how Sizzle does me. I killed one of them. I think it shocked the other 2 into like despondency. Well, look at me. Truly I am a hero of legend. I am the first one in ever, maybe, I think they said, to go into that go into that dungeon and walk back out. Or grave. It's a grave, apparently. Anyway. Is there anywhere else in this town to break into? I mean, visit? I don't think there is. Yeah, we've been there, there. I doubt there's any doors in the Forgotten Ruins. I'll check like in between streams, but I don't think there is. Hold to land outside the selected location. Okay. So we're gonna try the roadside inn. So I'm pretty sure that's actually on the landmass that we need to be to. Forget the name of the game, but back in the day, there was a game where the magic was based on runes, and you created spells by combining the runes. I also remember a game like that. Didn't Magic have a system? Didn't Magica use a system like that? Because it's not, it definitely wasn't Dungeon Master that I was thinking of. And the name of the spell was made up of the names of the individual runes. So the runes Zo, Kath, and Ra created Zokathra. Ah, it was Dungeon Master. Kind of because I remember the name of that spell. Yeah, I think other games have stolen that from them. Like I do remember, I think that's definitely been in other games. Like how much to sleep here? 32. I'm not made of money. Wait, where am I? This is not where I thought I was. This is not where I thought I was. I thought I was over where the circle is. That's me being stupid. think a Shrine of Rain is probably my best bet to get to where I'm going. Also, seeming as I'm the only person in my party now that we've discovered, I should probably start using all those seeds that I've accumulated. Because usually you kind of hold on to them, or at least I do, hold on to them for most of the game, and then use them towards the end of the game to like make up for like inadequacies of certain party members. Like if someone's really bad at, like if someone has really bad HP, you'll give them a load of life seeds to bring up their HP to what everyone else is, etc. with magic and strength and whatever. But if I'm the only person in the party, then I guess I only need to spend them on myself. Holy shit, that Draki has bang! My god. Bit of an advanced spell for this part of the game, isn't it? Also have to remember that one of the things they mentioned to us in that last, in the last stream was that when you're going across the overworld, you should like look out for. Did that heal them? I just like these bags. Stop stealing my MP, you pricks! God, I lost so much MP in that fight. But yeah, it was like there'll be certain bits of the overworld that like don't look like regular parts of the overworld, and they kind of stand out. Go there and you might like pick up stuff. It's very funny when you run through the forest and only your ears pick up from the priest. It's kind of terrifying when it's kind of terrifying in a way. Like if the game wasn't so bright, it'd be fucking terrifying to just see the ears quickly, like with the speed that I move, like the ears just darting through the forest, and then just like here I come popping out the other side. My dead soulless eyes. Right, I've started to hallucinate. That was a nothing fight. Dungeon Master was also one of the games where you'd pull a lever and something happened. Ah, yes. What's another game that's good for that? Like a modern game, actually. There's a game... A relatively modern game. Hammerwatch. Hammerwatch does that. Hammerwatch does that where you like press a thing and it's like, you heard a sound. It's like, from where? Hello? And then the game just ignores you. Let's go into this. Anything about Hammerwatch is that like each like floor that you go through is kind of relatively small, and the map is fairly good, so you can kind of keep track of where you've been, and if you learn to pay attention to the environment. So like when things open up, you notice where they probably are. Got a dragon scale and a vial of magic water. Cool. Can you imagine how fucking hot you would be inside a fucking fursuit in the desert? Jesus Christ, I think I'd turn into just like it. I think it would just be sweat inside the suit by the time I got out of the desert. There wouldn't be any of my physical being left. Yeah, gotta go around that mountain. Go there, Lou. Fair, lunatic. I would run away too. That's totally understandable. This is one for Sizzle. How the fuck am I supposed to get around this point? I just have to go through it? Son of a bitch. Ow. Mini metal. Cool. That rat needs to go on a diet. That is unhealthy for that poor rat. Not going to be good for his extremities either. He's probably killing his bone structure. I'm arrowing. Tight. Down. Oh, they got the drop on me. Or one of them did, I guess.
Be gone!
$482 until I level. Strong medicine. I could sure fucking use it. I think I went into that little offshoot above me. Hello, Vlad.
Stop!
So at least with Zap, because we were talking about it again, at least with Zap, you're like, I know what Zap is. There's only one thing Zap can be, that is a lightning attack. When you hear crack, crack could be anything. Crack could also be a lightning attack, like the crack of thunder. But no, it's an ice attack. Withdraw. Captain, we have finally found a clue as to the princess's whereabouts. Canst thou truly mean to call off the search now? To give up at this late stage? I do not mean to give up. Simply to act with caution. Oh, if we too are lost, then none shall remain to recover Princess Gwaelin. Herein dwelleth a dragon. Ooh, I better go on a quest to kill him. Also say the stories. Let us continue to Rimmildar, and there make ready to face such a foe. There is sense in what thou sayest, of course. And yet the princess may be mere moments from the very place where we stand. We cannot simply walk away. And that's how that lady died. Thou shalt not escape me! Behind thee! I didn't think my sword would do anything against the shadow, but there you go. Thee! Thou didst come all this way alone? Seemeth we find ourselves in thy debt once more, Zeke. Though we neither asked for nor needed thine aid. Let not thy pride get the better of thee. We fight the same fight, and we must needs takes help where help might be found. But he's a commoner! Captain, again? I am in no fit state. Fight. No, Rimilda. Aye, Captain. Right away.
Sizzle!
Oh, yeah. I forgot that magic does fuck all to the bags. By all means, lads, double heal yourselves all you want. Son of a bitch. I would have like 50 more MP right now if it wasn't for those bloody bags. Ooh, an Iron Lance. Iron Lance is what I used to have, right? Yeah. Only the right key will open it. I don't have said key. 78 isn't bad for a critical hit. Okay, so that's where the game wants me to go. Let's go over here. Just to see. Because surely that would be like where we cross over here to the Dragon Lord's Isle, right? Seed of Stamina. Ooh. I don't suppose this version of the game keeps track of where the unopened special doors are. Kind of. Only when you're in the area where there are unopened doors. Like, when I go back into that cave, I will see a symbol on the map of a lock, and that will tell me that, like, there's a locked door there. But aside from that, it won't tell me what type of locked door it is, and I can't see. I can't like just be on the overworld map and like get a tool tip for like that dungeon that says like there's 2 locked doors in here or whatever. Beowulf. Are these beowulfs together? No. Try and kill this imp. Fuck. Let's run away. Yep. Wait for the best. Wizard has to die. That's why the lump wizard needs to die. And again, these shades are doing just as much fucking damage. And I'm dead. And no one is more special than me. The autosave seems to be fairly generous. I was expecting it to autosave like when you enter and leave, when you enter and leave areas and stuff, but it seems to just do it on a like a timer basis. Once we're here. Let's use all of these seeds, shall we? Because my resilience is piss poor, I might as well get it up. Nifty nut. Scroll onto which the mysteries of Whistle have been inscribed. That was a bad whistle. That also wasn't a great whistle, but whatever. Whistle an ability? Whistle is an ability. Attracts the attention of nearby monsters. There you go. I should also be using this more. Allows you to find how much unclaimed treasure is in the area. I should be using that a lot more. Jesus Christ, they hit like fucking trucks.
No.
Please put me back after I spent all of the seeds. Also, I think going to the west is maybe a bad idea. Going to the west is probably death. Probably shouldn't go to the west. Okay, so this put me back before I used all the seeds. Fantastic, cool, great. Let's just go where the game wants us to go, shall we?
Ah!
33 damage? Fuck me. How far away from leveling up? 173. This village isn't gonna be fucking easy. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay, he has enough for cold breath. I am missing way too much. Okay. I should be able to kill a bear wolf, it's just one-on-one. Yeah. God, why is this town so difficult to get to? Oh no, that's not good. Oh, this is bad. Thank God he ran away. Thank God he ran away. Thank God I leveled up. Oh, jeez, that's gonna make my life so much easier. No, holy protection. That should keep the monsters away from me. If I use it, which I'm not going to. How did your one get to this village with a crippled old man? Couldn't we have just traveled together? No. You stay at least 10 steps behind us at all times. I'm just saying, if we travel together, we could fight monsters, you know, as a group. Do not even get any closer to me, peasant, and I will cut your nose off. Sake. Fear not, Captain. We have reached Rimmeldar at last. I shall seek out a doctor right away. No, please, Father! 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 My thanks. I could not have carried him here alone. You did carry him here alone. I just fucking brought him to the inn. You carried him across a fucking desert and over mountains. Aye. Captain is my father. was his example that inspired me to take up the sword. And though I made the royal guard, I failed in the sacred duty with which I was entrusted. I was not able to keep the princess safe. Thus was my father forced to return from his retirement, that he might right the wrong I had wrought, though a great sickness doth plague him. Have you considered using heal on him? Is a sickness arising from foul humors that do issue from swarms that scar the land. And if it is not treated soon, yet it is born of the darkness, a force we have yet to learn how to adequately combat. I fear there is little I can do. No, thou means to say thou art unable to help him? Forgive me, child. Perhaps there is a sage somewhere with a spell that might aid thee, but I know not whom, nor thy magic that might be. What am I to do? Do I have to fucking heal this old man now? Never. By the time I find the princess, she'll be dead of fucking old age. If there be such a mage in Tentechel, I know not of him. Oh, father, what are we to do? Alas, 'tis not a sickness that the usual salves or tinctures might treat. Perhaps the right spell might avail thee. I mean, I have a cure spell. Will that help? Have you not enough troubles here? Have we not enough troubles here already that thee and thy friends must add to them? I'm sorry the old fella's dying. I'm sorry that's such a fucking inconvenience for you. The hell am I supposed to? Oh, I have to go outside and go around. Knowest thou, wanderer, of the shrine of a tower to the north and the west called of the village of Call? A most curious old fellow doth dwell there all alone. Most curious indeed. This is another fucking magic key door. Why give me the thief's key if every fucking door that I'm going to encounter after I get the thief's key is immune to being opened by the thief's key? Thou art come unto the town of Rimmeldar, stranger. Bid thee welcome. Thank you.
Arr, dwarves be fine craftsmen to a fellow, but they're stubborn little rat bags, and none too friendly neither. It seemeth once they had occasional dealings with we humans, but none in recent times that we've heard tell of, probably because we burned them out of all of their caves and stole all their gold. Some people just don't know how to take a joke.
Ooh, a tangle web. What the hell is a tangle web? Reduces a group of enemies' agility. Okay. Let's see how that could be useful. Let me look at the map of this town. Let's go down and look at the church. Hello. Thou wishest to know if any practitioners of magic arts might be found hereabouts? There is one who studieth such matters, although I fear thou might struggle to meet with him. He is an odd fellow, strayeth rarely from his home, the door of which he doth keep locked tight all day and night. Thankfully, I have a thieves' key, but probably the door to his house is sealed with a fucking magic key for knowing my luck. Who art thou? Thine is not a face I have seen before. Well, whoever thou art, pray spend the night at my family's inn ere thou departest. Where a wing is prudent, even for a mighty warrior. Such adornments are not solely the province of training users. Yeah. Huh? When rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. So say the ancient rhymes of Alefgard. The legend also speaks of a stone betokening the sun which doth slumber within the grounds of Tentagel's castle. That's the second time they've told me about the Bifrost. Captive, thou seest before thee is a bearer of false witness, a shameless and unrepentant fabulist. Believe not a word of he uttereth. Let me tell thee a tale fit to chill thy bone. In a land to the distant south lieth a forest that once entered, never be left. Ah, that's what they fucking told me about Galen's grave. They said, oh, if you go in there, you'll never come back out, and here I am. Is said to have been cursed by one greatly skilled in the art of illusion. Thou shalt not dwell upon the Dragon Lord. I shall not dwell upon the Dragon Lord's coming, lest the thought of it prevent me from buying my tray. Oh dear. Doubt not that the fiends are coming. Our town too will surely be laid to waste ere long. Oh, holy goddess, deliver us from this evil. Oh, soothsayer. Thou art come unto a place of foretelling, of sight beyond sight. Though thou speakest not a word, still do I know thy heart, thy purpose. You're here for the yipping convention, aren't you? Tell me, hast thou happened yet upon the most holy of shrines, the blessed sanctum? I don't think so. Then journey thee south from this place. Then shalt thou find it. Alright, everyone wants me to go south. Tis commonly said that only one person e'er made the crossing to the accursed isle, mighty Erdrick. But the records of this town do speak of another, a bold and surpassing brawny warrior who made the crossing some time before Erdrick did. Sister, you might want to burn that old woman. She's a heretic. Alright, what weapons do you sell, weaponsmith, that I may later find in a better versions of in a cave for free? Though he is called the Dragon Lord, that fiend of fiends' power far exceedeth that of any dragon. He is a fearsome foe indeed. Can there truly exist any weapon mighty enough to slay him? Any armor stout enough to withstand his wrath? Greetings. Ooh, staves. Sacred Scepter can unleash a gust of wind on a group of enemies when used as an item in battle. Interesting, interesting. Tell me more. Give this shield a go if you find others are weighing you down. Oh my god, guys, lads, it's happening. Enchanted armor. Oh, fuck that. No, well, never mind. Never mind. Disregard what I said. I was about to say that we've found armor to finally replace the fursuit, but that costs like 7 grand, so no. That's not happening. Enchanted armor that reduces the damage of any enemy spells. Very cool. Also, very expensive. I buy that light shield though. That seems good. And I'll buy that iron helmet. Wait, what? Did you just take out all my fucking items? You son of a bitch. I could afford that staff of sentencing. I wonder how you attack with, like, the only thing I'm worried about with a staff is, I mean, technically it looks like a sword. Well, I was gonna say it looks like a sword, but they all have the sword symbol next to them, so I guess that doesn't really mean anything. Get to sell, please. Oh, you can't sell the Arrivist's vest. Interesting. I don't want to sell the zombie mail. Who art thou? What business hast thou here? Canst thou see that I am engaged in changing of my petticoats? Begone, thou lascivious knave, lest I call the guard! Just gonna take a medal out of your panty drawer. Alright, I'm gone. isle of pure water. By thy costume, friend, I gather thou art enamored with the great hero Erdrick. That's very funny, given that I'm wearing a fursuit. Did the was my ancestor also a furry? I mean, I suppose that goes further to prove that I really am his descendant, and I am the destined hero to follow the hero of legend. Then knowest thou the mystery of the Saviour's origins? Some say that Erdrick was sent to us from a realm beyond the clouds. Yeah, it's in our blood. Our blood, which is encrusted on the inside of this fursuit, which has been passed down for fucking generations. Time was we were often visited by merchants from Tantagil and Gallenholm. We rarely see such free-roaming souls these days. After all, we'd be willing to risk the roads beset by monsters. I wander hither and thither selling my wares. Perhaps you might honour me by casting thine eye over what I have to offer. To which end I bid thee greetings. If it is items thou seekest, thou art in luck, friend. How might I serve thee today? You don't really sell anything useful, so nothing. Ha! Dragon Lord indeed! Is quite the pretty name, but when all is said and done, a fiend is a fiend. If our good-for-nothing soldiery only had a mind to, they could rid us of that rogue in a moment. Thinkest thou not so? Arse. Rumors believe not only was the precious Princess Gwendolyn kidnapped, but the treasure of the Sphere of Light was also taken. Is a kingdom, nay, is humankind fated to fall into this dragon lord fellow? A bamboo pole. Thank God. For a second there, I thought I was worried the bamboo pole might do more damage than might do more damage than my iron axe.
Old legends tell of how mighty Erdrick did use the rain's bow as a bridge to reach the Forsaken Isle west of here. They speak also of how the hero did descend into the darkness through a hidden doorway in the castle's throne room. Wanderer, if on thy travels thou shouldst chance to meet with the descendant of the Savior of Erdrick, promise me this. Promise me that thou wilt tell him all that I have told thee now. Verily shall it stand him in good stead.
So you can go around the outskirts of this village. Interesting. Different. The lake on which Rimmildal standeth formeth something of a natural moat. Any fiend thinking to enter the town would have its work cut out, unless they're a flying fiend. Yet even so, I suspect we're not entirely free from fear. Ooh, a person with an exclamation mark, that's new. Where art thou, my love? And wherefore art thou so very tardy? Friend, shouldst thou meet with a maiden by the name of Enid, pray tell her that I await here for her in this place. How about it, Romeo? Are you Enid? Woo! Is that a no? Oh, wait. Vial of magical water and Seed of Wisdom. Hey, a house that I can break into. Hello, wizard. The Warlock of Doorlocks. God bless. I love Dragon Quest. It's a great series. How camest thou to be here? I did lock the door up tight and with no ordinary key at that. Oh, thou possessest the thief's key. Then thou art plainly no ordinary fellow. But even the thief's key will not be will be as naught to mine own magnificent magic key just as soon as I am able to complete it, that is. I cannot seem to replicate the methods of old, though I try and try. All my efforts disintegrate after but a single use. But I've had an epiphany! A bolt of inspiration had struck! Finally, a good key of any number of uses is within my grasp! Forgive me. I have something of a tendency to become carried away. I am the Warlock of Doorlocks. And thou art? What bringeth thee here, pray tell? Well. So thou seekest a spell with which to remedy a life-threatening ailment. As luck would have it, I have something of a jack of all magical trades, and count healing spells among my plentiful arsenal. But alas, I am so extremely busy. Forgive me, but thou wilt have to look elsewhere. Thou wouldst insist that I examine the patient? But it is as I told thee, I am busy, most busy indeed. And most devilishly inconvenienced to boot, for the dwarf who did until only recently aid me in my researches has rather selfishly chosen to vanish. It is only through the marriage of my knowledge of sorcery and his surpassing craftsmanship that the magic key might finally be completed. And we were so very close. I have little choice but to go to his dwelling place myself and see what had become of him. Though the journey is a most perilous one, still needs must. One must suffer for one's craft, or so they say. Thou wilt go in my stead, thou thinkst? And in return thou wouldst have me work on my healing magics? The cave wherein the dwarves dwell swarmeth with slavering fiends. Thou wouldst journey there on my behalf nonetheless? Thou art a curious fellow indeed, but trustworthy too, I sense. Very well, I shall do as thou asketh. The dwarves' dwelling place lieth to the deepest part of the cavern south of Rimmildar. All being well, my friend the craftsman is to be found therein. I shall do all that I can to fulfill my end of the bargain, though whether our healing arts will avail against the powers of darkness remaineth to be seen.
For a moment I thought he had healing spells specifically for counts.
You got a magical barrier scroll. Tight. Tight. Granted, I get it that you've been with me since the Star game was first introduced. And if I recall correctly, it was mostly all you did when I was playing Dragon Quest XI. But, like, how did you get so good at it? I've tried doing it once or twice, and it's like almost impossible to time, in my opinion. Just to keep track of everything as well that we have going in the game at the moment. As far as I'm aware... Oh, that took me out of the... well, that wasn't the intention. Yeah, like as far as I know, I'm trying to heal the old man. Oh, Roderick. What art thou about? Wherefore tarriest thee so? So my beloved blockhead Roderick doth wait me in another place entirely? Wherefore must he blunder so? Tell him that I await him here. Couldn't you just like come? Okay, so I have this Romeo and Juliet thing that I'm doing. I have to heal the old man who's dying. And in exchange for the wizard healing him, I have to get the wizard. I have to go talk to a dwarf for the wizard, so the wizard can make his magic key. Then at the same time, I also have to find this. I have to find the fairies' mentor, so that the mentor and the other two fairies can summon Lady Riz, who will be able to tell me how to get into the Temple of Rain. Because I need to get into the Temple of Rain so that I can do something about getting the princess. And once I get the princess, then I can use the orb to like... That's like the most powerful thing she has, the Orb of Light. Then I can go around and collect the Tree of MacGuffins, and then I can go fight the boss. Is that how that works? You just have to note the delay between the command and the jump, and then try to jump when the star is the right distance away. The delay seems to be mostly consistent for a stream. Okay. The star doesn't stay up for that long though, does it? Like I think when I was trying it the last time, like I tried jumping at it twice, maybe 3 times, and by the time I went for my 4th jump, I think the star was gone. Right, you. Roderick? Yes, I me. My beloved awaited me elsewhere. Not me. And I have mistaken our trysting place yet again. Verily, I am in a doghouse. Verily, I am doghouse bound. Thank thee, friend, for appraising me of my blunder. In return, I shall tell thee something of use. From the bats of Col, walk thee south, and examine carefully the ground beneath thy feet. There shalt thou find a true treasure. This was a secret entrusted to my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather by Almighty Erdrick. Now leave me! I must concoct some manner of excuse for this most embarrassing blunder. You only get like 2 or 3 jumps, yeah, I figured as much. I do remember it like disappearing on me before I got the chance to actually catch the bloody thing. I am pathetic. Of this I am full aware. But see my father suffer so, it paineth me greatly.
Huh? This is a grave sickness indeed. Only time will tell if my magics might cure it. Leave matters here in my hands. Thou must needs go and see our friend the dwarf.
Just imagine the priest standing in at the end of the bed being like, I do not approve of the using of local magic men. Having a wide spray, yeah, having a big spray definitely probably does help you. Yeah. Wide and tall. Portal is a chunky old thing. So that's the Quagmire Cave. Emerald there. I haven't found... What's the place called that he told me about? Call. I haven't been able to find Call yet. Look at that for a road sign. You're at Col. There's a cave to the south of here. Does it have a name? Nope. Just called Cave. Is it should I go southeast or is it just south? It's south of us. Yeah, but like what? For how many days? Like is it like a 1-2 hour walk? Is it like a 2-day hike? What am I looking at here? Just south. This isn't a very helpful sign. Remember there was an Asterix and Obelix comic where Caesar was poisoned and the Roman doctors and priests were literally fighting over how to cure him. Bull must have.
Let the fire consume thee!
Oh, 35. Ow. Jesus, these fuckers are fast. Fucking hell, they're gonna kill me.
Heal!
Jesus, that was my first fight out the gate. They brought me from 116 down to 23. My God. Let's try zap on the Chimera, shall we?
Be gone!
24? That thing just do 24 damage to me? God, those Chimeras are fast. I think I might need to grind a little bit in between this session and the next session. I think I might be a bit underleveled. Which is new for me. great in RPGs when you leave a town, immediately get into a fight that uses up almost all your health and mana. Well, guess I'm just turning around and going back into the town to sleep again, yeah. Hey, look, a door that I can actually open. Will wonders never cease. And a door that I can't open. Of course.
Zap! Oh!
Oof, did he just do far too much damage to me? I was going to say, I could have sworn I learned the whistle scroll already. I did learn the whistle scroll already. It was when I was exploring to the west and the werewolves fucking destroyed me. It was around the same time that I used all my seeds and I got immediately killed and had to so I'll have to use those seeds all over again. Good times. It's floor 2 look like. You know what I'm constantly disappointed by is fucking Flame Slash. Flame Slash should be a fucking great move, and it just isn't.
Oh! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Like, I could use the ward spell that I have to, like,
Zap! Ah!
R21,
Ah!
15, and 4.
Be gone!
But yeah, I have like a magical ward spell that I could be using.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Then I'm not fighting enemies and I'm only going to get weaker. Had some moments like that around Right Run when I was doing the survivor mode, riding past the gate guards on the way out, then returning 15 minutes later almost dead without the horse. Hey guys, yeah, I'm just gonna go visit the temple a bit. Might need a new horse! Fur vest. Fashionable. 10-ton toupee. And a club. That is Yangus's outfit from it's Yangus's outfit from Dragon Quest VIII. And all of it is shit. Ooh, the fur vest is actually good. Holy shit, the fur vest! How appropriate is that? How appropriate is that I have to spend the first 7 hours of this game dressed as a furry And then the first piece of equipment that I get that's better than that fursuit is a fur vest. It's like I'm weaning myself off my furriness. Well, rip me being a furry, lads. I hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. I think I awakened something in myself. What in the... Nope, run away. Run away! Nope, not fighting whatever kind of fucking eldritch horror that is. Again? Nope. Nope. Just... so many dead ends with nothing in them. Hello, dwarf.
Ah! Must I not see that I am in about me work? Wee Willie! Wee!
Alright, be like that, Jesus. I don't know if it was because of the survivor mode or what, but there were so many dragons around Whiterun in that run. Get off! I just wanted to fight those two bandits, not two saber tigers and a dragon. I look a lot cooler without the fursuit on. Let's the pose, you can see that I'm carrying an axe. This is a lot cooler. Holy shit, I one-shot that scorpion. I didn't even know it was possible. I suppose I did crit him. An ice shield. So glad that I spent 3,000 fucking gold on the light shield. I really need to like learn to stop fucking buying things in shops. My friend is right. Whenever we play RPGs together, like he's always like, no, I'm not going to buy anything in the shop because I'm going to find better stuff in the next fucking dungeon that we go into. And I'm like, but before you find that new thing, yes, run away. I'm terrified by both the Eldritch Horror and the Wolfman. I probably can't do this one either. Okay. I think it's time to zoom back to Rimuldar. Have a bit of a rest and then come back in here because I can't really fight anything here right now. Oh, who is that handsome young warrior who just came into the village? It's like, I've been here for days. No, I'm sure if you'd been here, I would have noticed someone as handsome as you. I was in the big dog costume. Oh, you're that person. Oh, well, don't stand too close to me, you freak. Bear with me for a second. Be right back in a moment. Alright, I was just dealing with something there outside the game. Yes, the fursuit is gone. Yeah, fursuit's gone. We have downgraded from a fursuit to a fur vest. There you go. I came back here to sleep. I have slept. Thus, we are going to zoomies back to Cave of Dwarves. We're gonna go a little bit longer tonight, maybe. Right. So we went down the middle. We might as well go up this way. See, can we find something? But yeah, because of that delay, I think I might go a little bit longer just to see can I get some stuff done tonight. Did I get attacked the minute I went through that door? Bro. Enemies hit like trucks. It was cute, and Kira pointed out that every time I went through forests, all you could see was my little ears above the treetops. Where's the stream going? Any wild stuff? Not really. Not really. We're currently trying to wrangle dwarves.
He is a dwelling piece of dwarves, you mean what been you here?
We are currently in a situation where we are currently daisy chained to a ridiculous degree. Like we are trying to do this quest. So we are currently looking for a dwarf so that the dwarf can help the Warlock of Doorlocks create the magic key. And then we are doing that because the Warlock of Doorlocks also knows a healing spell, and the only reason he would use that healing spell for us is so that we would go down here and help him find his business partner so he could make the key. He is using the healing spell on the captain of the guard, who is looking for Prince Gwaelin. He is very sick, and they think it might be a curse, so they're trying to heal him. After that, we have to go and find a fairy that 2 other fairies asked us to find, so that we can restore Lady Riss, I think is her name. So that we can summon her, so that she can help us get through the Tower of Rain, so that then we can find a thing that will allow us to get to the princess, so that we can save the princess, so that we can get the orb of the sphere of light off the princess, so that we can finally go looking for the MacGuffins that will help us kill the Demon King. Oh, it's like 10 weeks, I think. So 2.5 months, give or take. Yeah, you were there for... When did you move? When did you get back home? It was like... When did you get back home? Was it like October or was it November? Whenever you got back home, basically from the first day you got back home, and even a little bit before, you were at basically all of the streams. This is going to be tough. These things hit like absolute trucks. I'm not looking forward to fighting them. Yeah. And that's me dead. September? Yeah, shit, you've been watching fairly steadily since September then. Okay, just one of them this time. Now let's muster some strength. Thank God he missed me. Hit him. They hit like fucking trains, dude. Jesus. What? Strong medicine. 2 strong medicine. Good. Need that.
Rasmus var number. When you call by that name, please give him your kind with thou will find him in the deepest part of the cave. Oh, there we will not find him well. Damn fool, those Ouijas are some stain to consort with humans.
Also, when I came to the realization, thanks to Funguson earlier, that there isn't a party in this game, it's just you. So So yeah, after coming to that realization, I was like, well, I better spend all these fucking seeds that I've been gathering then. Like up my wisdom and my strength and my stamina and all this kind of stuff. And did that. Took me about a minute. And then the next fight I went into, I died. So I'm gonna have to find some time to be able to do that again and spend all those seeds again. Great. Alright, where's this gonna bring me? And this is a new area. Haven't fought these things yet. No friends to come along? Oh, that is a switch for them. I guess the switch was when they introduced the system. Yeah. I'd had it in my memory that there was like 2 or 3 people in this one, but Funguson was telling me that apparently I'm thinking of Dragon Quest II, which has a 3-man party originally, and then in the remake it has a 4-man party. So. Oof. I think just run away. Wait, did I defend? Oh, I meant to run away. Meant to flee. These things should be monsters, right? Yeah, I need to run away. But yeah, I think, might be wrong, but I think I might be just a tad under-leveled for this area of the game, which, as someone who's been watching my streams since September will know, or consistently I suppose since September, will know that that is a rare feat for me. This is a new feeling. I don't like it. Nope, not fighting these guys. Fuck. Run away. Yep. Those wolfmen hit like fucking freight trains, and I've never actually stayed around long enough to see what the Cthulhu looking things do, so
Scissor!
the hell does Goosebumps do? And I'm dead. Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was only thinking in between the last stream and this stream that I hadn't this was going to be one of those games where I would never have to like do any off-stream stuff, but I guess I will have to do off-stream stuff now.
Thou shalt not escape!
Because between now and Monday, I'm going to have to grind up a few levels, I would imagine. Vial of unsealant. What is down here? Undead Undoer Scroll. That should be useful. What does that do for me? Nothing? Is Undead Undoer an ability? It is. Sanctified Strike that'll do heavy damage to undead creatures. That'll actually be genuinely useful.
Not today!
Not today, villain.
Undead Undoer.
Ha!
That did way less damage than I wanted it to. Oh my god. Need to level up so bad. I'm 140 away from leveling. Okay, that's not the worst. What's up here? Okay. Should also heal.
Get Smith Mel workers, they will find evil cosmos of all sides among the dwarves. I will only work with the love of the best. We work it well. Anyway, well, another land entirely in the faeries called this here the Alvagard. We already proved the faeries asses do the precious little given time long ago. Hey.
Were you literally standing on the stairs?
Thou shalt not escape!
next fight should level me up. Oh, that hurt! Huh, well then, none to see. That hurt? No, I haven't heard. I almost need a little more careful. Tell them whether I hear that we frame, we dwarves you can strive very secret only. We build it, he do. You a person who keep a through tree or certain forest there, we know tin lay do stumble upon it. First week of new job complete, and I am having the trouble of not falling asleep at my desk. Bring crochet, crochet work last time. However, that garbled speech of dwarves definitely wakes me up. I definitely have to look and read the text myself. I have no idea what you're saying. Good, I'm doing my job then. He tells a truth among my ancestors that I know pick and shovel. He simply threw himself body in there in order to smash it. Cat. Well? Zeke takes a look down the well. No! Zeke takes a look down the well, not goes down the well. Fuck's sake. Well, I'm down a well now. I'm not already tell the lady where our king you would have any speedy you okay. He did run the world coming out here in hero did for a helm just like no it. In there are seas where for a blood is blue. How darkness is even here beneath the earth, I am not to be the dragon lord we draw that shoe. Zeke obtains the wellspring crystal. I think I just sequence broke a little bit. Also typical for me that it was like, I think I only need one more fight, then I can level up. And then I enter an area where I don't fight anything. Like cat scouting locations for future expansion of the caravan, yeah. This world is actually the Monster Hunter world, just few years in the past. Oh great, the dwarf that I need is sick in bed. Ah! Typical. Can I look through his panty drawer? Get a vibrator. Oh no, it's a vial of oomph powder, never mind. Ooh, an iron lance. Everyone has a fucking iron lance these days. Yeah, Ben, our king do lay sick like a such light. The world is known, prepared to the darkness of the old world outside. They go out the doors and medicine. Hey, I not even see a comrade need.
Who art thou? So the warlock of Dorlock sent thee. Thou art an odd woman indeed to come so far for the sake of a lowly dwarf. Well, as thou canst plainly see, I am somewhat indisposed. Having met with a stretch of the accursed swampland, I fear that I am not long for this world. I'd hoped to see the magic key completed, but it seemeth it is not to be. A cure, thou sayest? Do not bandy such words about so lightly, friend. true I hear tell of miraculous medicine that the leader of the fairies did once say might cure all ails arising from such like miasmus. Aye, she and I are acquaintances of long standing, but I have never seen nor heard from her in some time. And I'll not survive the journey all the way to the craggy cave and onward south to their dwelling place. Not in my state. No, I fear I must simply accept that I am done for.
The dwarf seems to be suffering from the same condition as the captain of the guard. Yet another person I have the cure of the sickness. Thankfully, that's one of the ones that I actually know how to do without hurting myself. Right. So... Okay, now I have to go over there. Okay, cool. Thank God this fucking remake has so many quality of life enhancements. Can you imagine trying to do this? I don't know how. I think I must have followed a guide when I played this, like the last time when I played the port of this, because there's no way I was able to figure out that it was like, oh yeah, it's like over there. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, sure, of course. Craggy Cave doesn't have anywhere to sleep, so we're gonna go to the roadside inn. Now we are fetching a. So I'm confused, honestly. Like I thought. I guess we've kind of looped back. I guess we've closed the loop, because like at the start of the stream we met the faeries, right? And the faeries were like, we can't summon Riss back until you find our leader, and we don't know where she is. So then we got led onto the like following onward to where the princess was. Following onward to where the princess was, and then like through following on to where the princess was, we ran into the old sick captain of the guard, and through him being sick, we ended up finding like the we ended up finding Ribbledar, and there we were led on to through like a whole fucking go here, go there, go there, go there. We ended up getting down to the dwarves, and now the dwarf that we were looking for to make the magic key to so that your man would heal the dude that we found, well, the captain of guard, we have now found out where the leader of the faeries is, so we've kind of looped back around to the fairy bit. Got to note the delay from the command to the jump usually stays the same for the stream. It has been longer than our this time it was longer than earlier tonight. Huh. So I might or might not have the original Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 ported to the Switch that they had on sale when they had them on sale and they announced the remakes. I feel like I should play the originals then the remakes. So as someone who's played both, well, I suppose someone who's played both the original and remake of this one specifically, I don't think you need to play the original, honestly. I think you could like watch a playthrough of it. It's it's a grand game. It's a Dragon Quest game. Dragon Quest games are just good in general, right? Like there are 11 fucking sequels to this game for a reason. Well, I mean, there are more than 11 sequels to it if you count the spin-offs and all that, but, you know, it's a popular franchise for a reason. But that first game, like, shows its age. Like, even the ported version of it shows its age. Like, the Dragon Quest games, in my personal opinion, like, the original ones, the ones that just got ported, the ones that, like, weren't, like, these remakes. The first one of them that is, like, playable to the standards of, like, a modern RPG is 5. 4 is good, but 4 still has a lot of the drawbacks and kind of old ways of doing things that 1 to 3 has. 4 is like this weird interstitial. Yay. But ooh, defending champion. What's that do? But like, you kind of have to play 4 if you want to play 5 because they're like connected. Significantly reduces the damage taken from all attacks. That'd be useful. How long does that last, I wonder? Because mustering strength only lasts for 1 turn. Actually, we can test that right now.
Thou shalt not escape!
Did that say defending champion wore off? So I had always been planning to play these at the start of this, well, like after Monster Hunter 1 and 2. But I hadn't bought them yet. I was planning on buying them during the Christmas sale. And the only reason, well, I would have been playing this now anyway, right? But a good friend of mine actually bought me this for Christmas, which was very kind of him. It was like, Jesus Christ, calm down. Yeah, it was very kind of him. It was because this game was like €45 or something. The three is a lot cheaper. 3 is a lot easier and cheaper to get because it came out earlier. And technically it does come earlier in the canon than this, so like you could play 3 and then this. Like get 3 when it's cheap, then play this if you like the remakes, like what they're doing with the remakes, and then, like, you know, get them on when they're on sale. Oh, hello. I'm good. I have not done the Weird Wood yet, I don't think. I have not done the Weird Wood yet. I am currently on my way to meet the head of the fairies. Means I think I'm about to do the Weird Wood. Hey, you.
Much better.
Did that do 61 damage to me anyway? Fucking bastard.
Suffer Winter's bite! Oh!
Let's leave. Let's leave. Okay. Yeah, we definitely, between this stream and the next stream, I have to do some grinding. I am way too damn low level. They're all about Erdrick in one way or the other. But yeah, 3 is Erdrick's story. 3 is all of the things that are happening in this one that are like, oh, the Erdrick did this and Erdrick did that. It's referencing tree. That's not a village. That is not a village. That is one house in a wood.
Begone, human. This is no place for thy kind.
Racist.
I will say it only once more. Ugh, clear off, or else fail to do so, and...
Wait, it's him! Chief, this is the human we told you about. The one we forced to... asked to help us.
Yes, and he's not just any old human. He's super strong. I'd say he might even be hero material.
I mean, I do come from a long line of heroes. Well, one hero several generations back, but I got his armor, so that's nice.
I'm not sure about the hero thing, but it wouldn't do to hurt someone who helped you two out, I suppose. Let's hear what he has to say for himself.
He doesn't say much. He's mute, Your Majesty.
I'm the overseer. I'm looking after the village while our leader is away.
Is the leader the chick that I'm trying to summon?
And no offense, but I'm not too fond of humans.
Are you not? I hadn't picked up on that. That's very subtle. You're very subtle about that.
All right, you've told me your name.
Ah, yes. Every village I enter, I put my fists on my hips, I stick out my chest, and I proudly proclaim, I am Zeke, direct descendant of the great hero Edric, here to solve all your woes. Also, I do a postal service.
Now tell me what you're doing here. How did you even find out about this place? What? One of the dwarves is sick, and you need our miraculous medicine?
Look, he says he's your friend. I don't... look, lads, that's your business. I'm just here to tell you that he said he was your friend. He said come tell you. I'm just passing on a message. It's part of my postal service.
I suppose this is because of all those horrible poisonous swamps that have been cropping up everywhere.
I walked through him and it wasn't that bad at all. Like, I think he's being a bit dramatic, honestly.
Swamp sickness doesn't clear up naturally. You have to do something about it, or it's curtains.
And there is that one medicine we have. Yes, a dose of sun-up syrup would probably do it. Sadly, I can't give you any.
Why? You don't... I'm not asking for any. You don't have to give any to me. Just give them to your dwarf friend. And the captain of the guard.
What? Why not?
And I thought I was mean to humans.
I'm not being mean. I'd make it if I could. It's just... when the boss showed me how to make it, she kept the last two ingredients secret.
So
Only
she didn't show you
knows
how to
what
make
they
it.
are.
So she didn't show you how to make it then.
Oh, and we don't know where she is.
You spoke with some of the dwarves, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did they have any idea where she might have got to?
Not a fucking clue, boy. Honestly, if they did know, I didn't understand a fucking word they said.
Oh. Well, that's that then, I suppose.
Right? That's a very good point. Like, what the fuck was the point in showing them how to make it if you're like, I'm going to show you how to make the most important medicine of our people. All right. Now for these last two steps, leave. What? Yeah, you need to leave while I finish making it. But you said you were going to show me how to make it. Yeah, but not this last bit. This bit's a secret. But how am I supposed to learn then? You sure you want your leader back? She seems a bit like an idiot.
And making you go and ask them?
It's like getting your child. It's like letting your child like cut the cake, and they're like, "I helped make it," and it's like, "Yeah, sure you did, buddy. I set the table. I did most of the work." Yep, you sure did.
It'll be dark soon, Chief. We can't just leave him out here after he's come all this way. He can stay the night, can't he?
Honestly, lads, I can teleport. Like, I can, you know, if you want me to leave, I can go. You're gonna fuck up my entire quest, and the world is gonna fall to darkness, though.
Fine. But just the one night, and just this once.
Sleepover! Oh, there's a lot of them. When the place we lived before was attacked by monsters, the boss ran off on her own. I think she must be trying to draw them off so we could all escape. Or she was a coward. Dwarves and fairies go way back. We'd help them if we could, but... Can't believe you came all this way for the sake of a dwarf. You're definitely no ordinary human. That doesn't mean I believe you're a hero. You certainly don't look like one. I fucking do look like one! Look at me! I'm in a full hero cosplay. Get out of it, I don't look like one. I might not be a hero, but I definitely look like one. Ah! Humans, run! Well, there she goes. The doors made our village for us, so nobody could find us. This is the house where we all live, and over the other side of the village is the workshop. I heard you used to go around with a little gang, but you're completely on your own, are you? Do you have any friends? Don't ask a person that. It looked more like one before, yeah. Yo, Z, can't you? I heard about you from the chief. Do you want to have a rest before you go? Yeah. Are you gonna shunt me out of the village after this? Oh.
Almighty Rubus.
Rubus, that was her
grant
name.
unto me strength in this time of need, until such time as the prophesied one doth appear.
Oh god, and all of the fucking... Then you have to do all of the... You have to do all of the fucking... I can't think of the word, but you have to do all of the, like, rituals to ward off the badness. I have to watch that scene again, because I'm trying to think... I remember them doing, like, all of their silly little dances, but I can't remember, like... That was a funny bit. That was a good bit in that movie.
This is Tantagel Castle.
Waylon, beloved daughter, thou art returned to us safe and well, praise be!
Thou needest fear no more, princess. The hero had vanquished the Dragon Lord, and peace had returned to our world.
And thus thy role too is at an end. This being so, perhaps thou might share with us the message with which thou wert entrusted? Come, tell us that which Rubus told thee. What secret is it that she would have thee impart?
Almighty Rubus, pray banish these wicked illusions. Try all thou wilt. Thou shalt not prevail. Thy phantasms shall not sway me.
Give in to it. Thou canst not resist forever. The vision shall continue until at last thou submittest. Interesting. So that is where human weakness lieth. In the Thou didst well to resist, Quaylen. For our little girl to have grown so strong, truly, it marketh us both so proud.
Mother? No! It cannot be! My mother perished when I was but a babe in arms. This too is an illusion.
Truth or illusion? Doth it really matter? Whether I am real or not, still thou must not reveal the message with which thou wert entrusted.
Thy mother speaketh true, Gwendolyn. Forgive us. Were we able to help thee, know that we would. Thou must needs endure for the sake of our world.
No! Mother! Father!
Do not falter. This too is the monster's doing. Be strong. We too shall endure all that we must.
They shall not deceive me. It is all but an illusion. All of it.
Illusion or no, I am right glad to have met thee at last, beloved daughter.
Mother! It is none of it real. None of it. And yet Oh, to watch you both perish and do naught. It hurteth me so.
Such pain is hard to bear, is it not, daughter? But weep not. Thou dost well to bear it.
Worry not on our account. We would sacrifice ourselves 1,000 times over for thy sake.
That we would, 1,000 times, 10,000. It mattereth not, if it be for thee, beloved daughter.
Can you hear me? The light of hope is fading. You must hurry.
I'm fucking trying to hurry. You didn't tell people how to make any of the fucking serums to help fucking cure swamp sickness. So I can't fucking cure swamp sickness. So I can't find out where the
fucking magic key is being made, so I can't fucking do anything.
Only with a magic key might she be freed from this torment.
I know!
And so, you must heal the afflicted with an infusion of glimmergrass and wake robin.
Thank you.
Please, there is no time. You must go to her.
What? What's that? We can make sunup syrup with glimmergrass and wake robins. How do you know that exactly? Somebody told you in a dream. Chief, it must have been... I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like humans and I do not trust you. But if you bring me those ingredients, I'll see if they really do make sunup syrup. Just nodding at each other constantly. You'll do it? Good. You'll find both of them down by the mountains, far to the southwest. Unfortunately, you'll also find a lot of very nasty monsters there too. Don't die, and if you do, don't blame us. Well, I think that is an appropriate place. With yet another daisy chain added to the endless daisy chain of quests, I do believe that is a good place to end this episode of Dragon Quest 1, the 2D HD remake. And when you join me back next time, I will be going to a mountain to the south of here to pick up some grass and some wake robins, whatever those are, so that I can make a potion, so that I can give it to an old man, so that I can make a dwarf happy, so that I can make a magical key, so that I can do A, B, C, and D, so I can finally rescue this poor, tortured, beleaguered woman trapped in a cave. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.